Howdy folks, welcome to episode 13 of Great Ideas with Great Minds. We're back again after a brief break to talk about the idea of alternate universes and empathetic links and how these can relate to each other to create a better tomorrow. And before you tune out, because this sounds a little bit too sci-fi for you, I asked for you to listen for a little bit because while we can't prove alternate universes yet, who's to say that it can't help us for the better? And to push this idea, I'm going to go with the following scenario. So recently, to push my dating app ideas, I've had to jump into the field of dating apps and do a lot more experience dating apps. So I've spent a time on 5 dating apps or so. And in case you've done this before, it can get pretty soul-sucking to be on there. Because no matter how open-minded I try to seem on theirs, it just seems like I'm always swiping left or swiping right just on a picture. And while doing this, I got to thinking, what's this person's story that I'm swiping on? What's about them? And then I also got to thinking, okay, why am I swiping right on this person? Why am I swiping left? And that's when I got the idea. If there's alternate universes, isn't it possible that every person I swipe left on, or even right on, somehow, someway, there was a relationship there? Whether it be friendship or marriage, somehow every single person meant something to me. Maybe not the me in other universes. Maybe the person that I did not even bother to spend half a second looking at was my significant other somewhere else. Maybe the person I'm head over heels for right now means nothing to me somewhere else. Who knows? But the very idea of that, I think it's pretty interesting. And of course, I'm biased on that. But I think it makes everyone seem so more connected than they are. Because now everyone isn't a stranger. Somehow we're all connected. Not like the Kevin Bacon 7 degrees of connection. It's even more intimate than that. Because the Kevin Bacon 7 degrees of connection, it's 7 degrees of separation. But this one is immediate. Because somewhere else, that person's your lover, they're your friend, maybe even an in-law. Who knows? And this can apply to anyone. And that's crazy. Because all of a sudden, the person that's walking by you on the street is no longer a stranger you don't know the face or name of. Somewhere, some way, somehow, you knew them. And so, I'm not saying that you have to love every single person and be their best friend. It wouldn't hurt. But just imagine. Because keeping this in mind, it becomes harder to hate. It becomes harder to dislike, to distrust, to see the worst in a person because somewhere, some way, we saw the best in them. And maybe you don't believe me. And that's totally your prerogative. I can't force you to do that. But if you buy into this, I hope that you find yourself will feel more connected because all of a sudden, everyone is potentially a friend now, or potentially a lover, or potentially just the best thing in your life. And that's all because maybe the universe works in stranger ways than we've seen. And so today, while I didn't deliver a new study and invention for you guys to work on, hopefully I gave you something that you can work on for the rest of your lives. Because by creating connections, that's the way that we actually create inventions and create new ideas. Because when we talk, when we communicate effectively, that is when we have think tanks work. That is when we have inventions prosper. That is when we have capital flowing. Because then we have the trust and the connections to make things work. And so yes, in a turnabout way, it's all connected. Funny how that works. And so, whether you got something out of this today or not, I hope this inspires you to be just a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more loving, and a little bit more hopeful. Because somewhere in this crazy, strange universe, if it's infinite, there's a lot of cool things going on. And so, why not make this one that you're in right now the best that you can?